Top 10 F1 drivers and their salary. Max Verstappen overtook Lewis Hamilton on the racetrack to win the Formula One Drivers' Championship in a thrilling finish to the previous season. The 25-year-old star of Red Bull Racing is already leading his Mercedes adversary in the money race despite having clinched his second consecutive championship weeks ago. According to projections from Forbes, Verstappen will earn a pre-tax total of $60 million from his pay and bonuses in 2022, making him the highest paid driver in Formula One. With an estimated $55 million, Hamilton, who has been the series' highest earning driver according to Forbes athlete rankings every year since 2013, drops to second. With an anticipated $30 million, Fernando Alonso of Alpine, the last driver to place above Hamilton in terms of earnings, is followed by Verstappen's Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez, $26 million, and Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, $23 million. The predicted $264 million earned by the top 10 Formula One drivers represents a 25% increase from the forecasts made during the season for 2021. Because Formula One has fewer marketing opportunities than, say, tennis or the NBA, endorsement income is not included in this list. Only a small number of drivers are thought to earn more than $1 million in deals outside of the appearances they are required to make for their teams and the sponsors of those teams. With Verstappen's and Hamilton's off-track earnings estimated at $2 million and $8 million, respectively, for Forbes' 2022 list of the world's highest-paid athletes. Number 1. Max Verstappen, salary $60 million. Verstappen, who agreed to a lucrative new deal before the season, ends 2022 with 15 race victories, including one in the season-ending race in Abu Dhabi on Sunday. He sets an F1 record and amasses a 146-point advantage in the driver's standings. This enabled Red Bull to break Mercedes' 8-year winning streak and win its first Constructors' Championship since 2013. Number 2. Lewis Hamilton, salary $55 million. Having won 4 consecutive Drivers' Championships from 2017 to 2020 and just missing a fifth the previous year, Hamilton had a difficult year in 2022. Finishing 6th in the standings and going the entire season without taking home a victory for the first time. Hamilton had a difficult year in 2022, finishing 6th in the standings and going the entire season without taking home a victory for the first time in his 16-year Formula One career. His contract expires after the upcoming season, although he said this fall that he anticipates signing a new multi-year agreement with Mercedes, quelling rumors that he would consider retiring. He will never want for things to do if he chooses to leave. He founded the Extreme E off-road racing team X44, owns a small share in the NFL's Denver Broncos, and just recently established Dawn Apollo Films, a film and television production firm. Number 3. Fernando Alonso, salary $30 million. After 2 years away from the competition, Alonso finished 8th in the driver's standings in his second season with Alpine. However, the highly well-liked Spaniard will switch to Aston Martin for the 2023 season to take Sebastian Vettel's position in retirement. After Sunday's season finale, Alonso was scheduled to participate in his first test with his new team in Abu Dhabi. Number 4. Sergio Perez, salary $26 million. Charles Leclerc of Ferrari and Esteban Perez were level for second place going into the season's last race. But Leclerc beat Perez out in Abu Dhabi to take second place and take the season lead by 3 points, preventing Red Bull from finishing 1-2. A controversy involving his colleague Max Verstappen in the penultimate race, last week's São Paulo Grand Prix, further overshadowed his successful season. In his second season with Red Bull, Perez said over the radio that Verstappen's defiance of a team directive to allow Perez to pass him shows who he truly is. Perez and the team agreed to a 2-year contract extension in May. Number 5. Charles Leclerc, salary $23 million. After a battle with Red Bull's Sergio Perez, Leclerc finished second in the standings after winning 2 of the first 3 races of the season. Although Leclerc's contract with Ferrari runs through 2026 and team president John Elkann has stated publicly that the team should be able to win a championship by then, Leclerc appears to have a more condensed time frame in mind. "I am not patient at all," he recently admitted to Motorsport.com. "I will train hard and take every precaution to win the World Championship in 2023. Number 6. Sebastian Vettel, salary $17 million. After 16 years in Formula One, four-time series champion Vettel is leaving the sport. Despite not having won a race since 2019, he departs the sport with 53 career victories, which ranks third all-time behind Michael Schumacher, 103, and Lewis Hamilton, 103, 91. Number 7. Daniel Ricciardo, salary $17 million. Ricciardo had a deal with McLaren that was set to expire in 2023, but the team ended it in August, leaving him without a ride entering the off-season. He might join Mercedes or Red Bull as a reserve driver, according to rumors. A written series about Formula One is apparently being developed by Ricciardo, a breakout character on the Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive. Number 8. Carlos Sainz, salary $15 million. Sainz wound up sinking to 5th in the driver standings, but his strong start to the season helped him secure a 2-year contract extension in April, keeping him at Ferrari through 2024. He also notched his first career win, at the British Grand. Number 9. Lando Norris, salary $11 million. With his maiden pole position and 4 podium finishes in 2021, Norris made progress, and McLaren rewarded him with a contract extension through 2025. He fell down to 8th place in the standings in 2022, but is still seen as a promising young driver going into the 2019 season, when he will team up with McLaren's Oscar Piastri, who is 21. Number 10. George Russell, salary $10 million. Russell impressed in his debut season with Mercedes, claiming his maiden pole position in July and his first win in Sao Paulo last week. That helped him finish above his legendary teammate Lewis Hamilton in the season-long standings, at number 4. That's it from this video. Let us know what you think about the list in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.